So say 6 o'clock at night, everyone gets home from work, plugs in their EVs, turns on their air conditioners. That puts a lot of stress on our grid. Traditionally, they have to keep the grid at 60 hertz. And traditionally how they've done that is they fire up these peaking plants, which is the dirtiest, most expensive way to stabilize our grid system. They're basically burning diesel fuel or burning coal. And so their goal is to get rid of these peaking plants, but they didn't know how. So anyway, they found this company called Sonnen, and Sonnen is a German battery manufacturer. And they had done these virtual power plants in Germany for years and years. And for the last couple of years, or since 2019, they've been using these kind of like they would a peaking plant. So whenever the grid, needs help, they call on these batteries. They call it the hive. And within 3 seconds or so, these batteries can respond and kind of jolt the grid. Kind of like if your heart was out of rhythm, you could jolt your heart with one of those, whatever they're called. It's the exact same concept. And
defibrillators or something? Okay.
Defibrillator, that's exactly the way they use these batteries. It doesn't drain the battery, but it shocks it with a bunch of power, and it gets grid harmonics and stabilization. It does all sorts of things to clean up the grid, and it helps the utility out a lot. And they're looking at it like, well, hey, we could grow this. We need help, but we could grow this and get all these homes. We have 80,000 homes in the state of Utah that have solar panels. So we could actually fill these batteries full of clean, renewable energy. And instead of firing up peaking plants, we could have a big enough hive that we can, get rid of these peaker plants. It's cleaner, it's more effective. It's going to save them billions of dollars in infrastructure. It's actually going to keep the rates for homeowners lower because we're not, spending all this money to build new infrastructure, new peaking plants, and everything with all the growth that we're having in this state.
So this is really pioneering for the United States. And I'm sure that there's a lot of other utilities and states that are or will be looking at the experience in Utah and with Rocky Mountain Power